What's going on, everyone? Today's video is going to be about Law and Smoker, and I know a lot of you guys have been waiting to see Law, so I'll be going over him first. Law is a character with really fast normals that have good recovery on them. The only attack that can be punished easily on block is his triangle attack. His triangle launches the opponent into the air and can be special cancelled, so the only time you really want to do this is in combos. I'll say it again. Do not use this move when the opponent is blocking, or else you will get blown up for it. It is very punishable. Now this is what his triangle looks like. And it is special cancelable. Okay, now on to the most important thing. Law's special attacks. The main thing you'll be managing all throughout the match is his room, which is L1 circle. His other specials aren't available until room is up, and it even changes the way some of his attacks work. One thing you have to pay attention to is that as long as the room is up, he slowly loses health. So if you're in a fight and the person is staying out of your room because they know how your attacks and stuff work, then make sure you put it away. You can do so by doing L1 circle again. You'll be losing health unnecessarily if you don't. If you do the move normally, he puts out just a small room right here. But if you hold it, he makes a much bigger one. That's the biggest he has. Now, if you hold it for at least about a second, he won't put out the small room, but he'll put out like a medium-sized room. Alright, now that we know about our room, let's go over what Law gets while it's up. The two specials that become available are Injection Shot and Gamma Knife. Injection Shot is L1 square, and Gamma Knife is L1 triangle. This is it, Injection Shot and Gamma Knife. A few other things change while inside the room. Law's triangle turns into shambles, and his heavy guard break turns into counter shock. When he does shambles, Law teleports behind the opponent and attacks up to 3 times. The first and third hit can be special cancelled. If you do down triangle instead of behind the opponent, he'll teleport to the edge of the room away from them. And this is what counter shock looks like. Believe it or not, counter shock actually has pretty good range on it. It does a little damage when you're at a distance, but up close, it does a lot more. Law's down square also changes when inside his room. When the move hits up close, it can be cancelled into either a special or into triangle. If done at a distance where you can't cancel it into anything, the move not only makes the room vanish, but also hits the opponent if they're standing in the room at the time. Law's special movement is a quick dash forward. It can be done in any direction, and you can attack from it as well. Because of how quick it is, you could even use it to get behind the opponent and attack their back. And that's his special movement. Really quickly. Moves around extremely fast. Law's super is Mess, where he pushes the person's heart out and puts it into a cube. One really cool thing about his super is that no matter if it hits or whiffs, he automatically puts out the biggest version of his room afterwards. So as you can see, the room is currently out. And it is as big as it could possibly get. Law has a few really good combos. Some of the better combos consist of him being in and out of the room. But let's start off with the one that you'll be using most of the time. Square 3 times, triangle, L1 circle, wait a sec, and then L1 triangle. If you want to put the big room out, instead of doing the L1 triangle finish, just hold L1 circle for a second, let it go, and you'll have your medium-sized room set up. So this is your combo that you'll probably be doing most of the time. Now instead of that, you can always do, oh, keep still, man. Yo, keep still. Instead of that, you can always do this and set up the bigger room. When you're inside of the room, you don't have to worry about doing triangle since it would turn into shambles, and instead just do 3 squares and L1 triangle. One of my favorite things to do with Law is hit people with Gamma Knife at the edge of his room. He can get a lot of damage out of this by doing Gamma Knife, square 3 times, triangle, L1 circle to put the room away, and then heavy guard break. This combo does a little more than half life. You want to make sure you do that as quick as possible because otherwise the heavy guard break will miss if you do it any later. When you do combos to super with Law, you should be able to kill your opponent no matter what. All of the combos that I can do into super and will kill if you hold R1 during Gamma Knife. I'll do them one after the other from the first combo that I showed to the last one. You want to make sure that you're holding R1 during the super too, just in case. You should get your cutscene for the kill every single time, no matter what combo you do. Alright, and with the room out. This one's probably the easiest one. And one starting from Gamma Knife. There is one combo that I haven't shown yet, and it's something that you can do if you have the room up, but you're having a hard time getting a hit because the person is just blocking way too much. Well, you can use your special movement to get behind them and do dash attack, L1 square, walk up, L1 triangle, and then super, and just as before you'll want to hold R1 while doing Gamma Knife. Alright, I believe I've covered all I need to for Law, and now I'll be moving on to Smoker. Before I start, I want to clarify that this is the version of Smoker that has Haki. I don't see any point in playing the other Smoker since this one can shut down other Logia characters very easily and is capable of better damaging combos. His triangle, down square, and jump square work as a way of stopping someone from using their special ability gauge and abilities if they are a Devil Fruit character. Though it doesn't last that long, it's still extremely good. So, this is triangle. This is down triangle. Down square. And jump square. Now you'll notice their special ability gauge is blinking purple. That means that they are currently not able to use any of their abilities, such as like their special attacks or Logia guard if they are a Logia character. Smoker's L1 square is white blow. It's really quick, hits at long ranges, and is his best combo ender. And you'll notice it has really good range on it. For his L1 triangle, he launches a flurry of strikes with his sea stone weapon and mixes in some punches with his fist covered in Haki. This is a good attack to use when fighting against other Devil Fruit users and more importantly Logia characters. Most people have a tendency to use their Logia guard right after getting hit by a dash attack or at least one or two normals. With that being the case, you can go right into L1 triangle instead of going for some damage, since it would be way more worth it, because it would shut out their options and allow you to do more after they get up off the ground from it. So this is what his L1 triangle looks like. And you can do your dash attack and go straight into it. And like, say for instance, 2 squares. So if the opponent was to try and do their Logia guard right there, it would basically break their guard and shut them out for using it for at least about a second or so. Basically long enough for you to do something else afterwards. L1 Circle is Whiteout. This move is a two-part ability, so when he covers the opponent in smoke, keep holding L1 and press circle again to pull them back for the cutscene where he punches the person in the face. If you don't pull them in, the person stays trapped in the smoke for a good second or so, allowing you to use this opportunity to tag out or even activate burst and doing your super right away. So do L1 circle and you pull them in. That does good damage. If you don't do it, you can just leave them there and actually combo afterwards if you choose. It depends on what the situation is and what you feel like doing. Smoker's special movement is similar to some of the other log gear characters. He flies through the air and lands on the opposite side of the opponent. He can also use his dash attack afterwards. Smoker's super is really good for one reason. He attacks with his sea stone weapon during it, and it actually affects the opponent so that even if after it's done, they still wouldn't be able to use any of their special ability gauge or special attacks. Smoker's combos are really simple, but they do good damage and stop log gear characters from getting out of them. Two really basic and easy combos are square twice, down square, L1 triangle, and square 4 times, triangle twice, and L1 square. This would be your go-to combo when you don't feel like you're ready for the other combos that I'm about to show you, or if you're getting a late hit confirm. Two combos I discovered for Smoker are square twice, light guard break, square 4 times to L1 square, and dash attack, down triangle, dash attack again, square twice, light guard break, L1 square. Both of these combos are really good, as it basically has, especially the second one. The second one is way better than the first one, mainly because of the fact that it stops the person from using log gear guard if they are a log gear character early on. It stops it really early on. And the first one is actually good too because of the fact that it utilizes the light guard break, and I don't know if I've said this before, but light guard break and heavy guard break both break log gear guards. So if the person decides to log gear guard after getting hit by the two squares, then that means that their log gear guard is gone for a good while. Although Smoker's combos to super wouldn't kill, the amount of damage the combos do are good enough to make the person only need to get touched once and they're dead. You can do it from both of the previous combos, and you would just super in place of L1 square. So from the dash attack, and super, right? And for the other combo, really easy. And they both almost kill. So basically any hit afterwards would immediately kill the person. Alright, so that's two more characters out of the way for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know the game is going to be releasing very soon, so I hope these are helpful. Next character up is going to be Anil. Since I really like the character after spending some time in training mode with him, I found a really good combo with him that's very practical for the character and will be helpful to anyone looking forward to playing with him. So until then, I'm out. I'll see you guys online.